Yo, Dave. Yo, Dave. Yo, Dave.
What's up, everybody? Back with another video. What's good? Shout out to all you guys on this Thursday morning. Gray skies here today. Rochester, New York. Would fit the cloud that's over the would fit with the cloud that's over this city. A lot of craziness going on. An 18-year-old shot and killed last night. You know, just normalization of this type of crime. Yeah. So back with another video. It's good. Mike Jones rap samples, King. Fake mics. It's good. Fake Michael and Miss Ruby. But a lot going on everywhere. Hawaii's on fire. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm sure in everybody's local area there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. I mean, because there's actually more going on in our local areas than in the whole, if we pay attention, then the United States. I mean, it's crazy what's going on everywhere. But all by design. I just uploaded a video. DC, You got people calling and begging for military to be on the streets of, DC and other cities around the country. All that's planned. How long have we been talking about this? We've been talking about this for a long time, so it's not new to us. Make them beg for it. Make them desperate, make them vulnerable, and they'll beg you for anything you got to offer. So yep, just like in Rochester, they were doing the same thing. More cities across the country are now doing that. So be careful what you ask for. You just might get it. And once they get martial law, not martial law. Once they get military on the streets, it doesn't come off. People would feel so safe. People would feel so, comfortable. And it's funny, same people that were for defunding the police are actually now begging for more, not even police, military. They said, fuck it. We need military. Police can't do it. They skipped the more police and went straight to, we need National Guard on the streets of DC. Pretty amazing, man, how they do this stuff. But there's a lot going on. You got the riverboat, the viral riverboat. Man, black folks all over the country are cheering and just so happy, like this is some liberating moment. Like, what in the fuck? Seriously. And they get mad at me when I tell them, like, okay, I get it, but come on now. And they're just running wild with it. It shit is funny. It is funny. It is hilarious. Hold on, guys. It is funny. It is hilarious, but you got to see the memes going around. It's pretty wild. But this is like some liberating moment. They're like, let us enjoy our moment for a minute. I'm like, God. Shit is just fine. I don't give a fuck about a skin color or none of that shit. That's not the problem. Skin color is not the problem. People are still stuck on skin color. They have long ways to go for, waking up. We already know shit goes on. Okay, we're pinned against each other. Yep, the system's set up the way it is. Yep, same motherfuckers that's doing all this shit is the same motherfuckers that is pinning us against each other. And it just blows my mind. It really does. But who's happier than black folks? And this is what I've been telling people. Like, what's happier than black folks about this incident? The people in power. They couldn't be happier. They are just, they are probably doing all kind of wicked, twisted craziness and just happy, gloating. They're just happy because guess what? They didn't have to create this one. They ain't have to create it. So this is, man, of course they're gonna run this fucking story. They're like, wow, we ain't even have to manipulate this one. This is beautiful. We couldn't have crafted anything as good as this. So yeah, the people in power are more ecstatic than black people. The people in power are more happy than black folks. You know? It's a divide and conquer, right, rap sample. It's a divide and conquer. It's a divide and conquer rap in a fucking bow. You know, they couldn't have thought anything that good. They're like, damn, this is all it took? Shit. We could create things like this all the time. Didn't take police, didn't take all this resources, didn't take creating a fucking Hollywood set. Didn't create none of that shit. So they're all happy as fuck. So if my phone overheats, there's no sun out here, but my phone is hot as hell. If my screen goes black, I'll be right back. So yeah, that's crazy because they're more happy than we are because we're dividing ourselves up. You know? We're dividing ourselves up, so they are happy. It's like, okay, ooh, we got breathing room. Look at them. They're just all, you know, like, man, they're going crazy over this one. All right, we're good for about a week or two, and there'll be more little incidents like this. You know? So hold on, guys. So, yeah. So, you got that and, you know, so many other things and the politics and, you know, stuff like that. Sorry, hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry. Like they even got shirts, right? They even got shirts now with the white chair on it. I mean, this is like, hey, if you guys want to make some money real quick, this is a opportunity to make some big money. But they got like literally got shirts, okay? Shirts with the white chair on it, calling like the Alabama Slammer or Alabama, you know. They got the houseboat T-shirts. I mean, this shit is gonna be like a landmark. Like this is crazy how they're running with this. It's just mind blowing, man. And I mean, it truly shows how they can manipulate people and, you know, divide it. Because it was an unfortunate incident, but it didn't matter what color they were. It was wrong, you know. I mean, it just happened to be white and black, you know, but hell, it was a bunch of white folks and it was, you know, black folks too. So it's just, man, it's an easy one for them. It's crazy. So, yeah, and, you know, black folks, my brothers, sisters get all angry when I talk about the shit. Like, damn, like, can't see the big picture, you know, can't see it, keeps us divided, keeps us fighting, and now you're going to see more, you know, you're going to see way more race-related arguments over this, you know, be new sayings, shut up before I get a white chair, you know, be all kind of shit. It's good. Just watch how this turns out. You know, watch how this turns out. They're calling it the Alabama Sweet Tea Party t-shirts. I mean, literally, the Alabama Tea Party, never forget. Got the date with a chair. I mean, they're really running wild with this shit, you know. Which, hey, that's why I keep saying, and I reiterate my thought, I can't wait till this shit collapse, man. So people of all colors can see that it was never about color, this agenda. You know, yes, there's race shit, of course, I know all that. But this shit that's happening now is for everybody, for humanity. You know, they still got people caught with the, you know, old mindset. Imagine if we didn't bicker about white and black, you know, like other nations where there's dark and light people, like, you know. It's pretty wild. Truthfully is. Truly wild how they can, you know, manipulate us to just destroy our own selves, man. Just fucking amazing. You know, that's why I wish they'll push that one button that just crumbles it all down, so then we can realize, like, damn, man, we all we got. But instead, it'll be chaos and murdering each other. You know, it'll be all kind of crazy shit. So, you know, just is what it is. What's good, Blink? What else? I was looking for something else. Sorry, guys. But what's good, Rick James? Yep. Other than that, it's a Trump train show, and then you got the people out there who, other folks out there who believe that, I mean, they believe that God is coming back soon and going to save everything and get rid of all the evildoers. I'm like, what in the, oh my God, God is coming back soon to get rid of all the evil, to rid the evil of this country. Like, no, that's not going to fucking happen. It's a great way to, believe, but that shit ain't going to happen. There's been people dying of faith since the dawn of time. There's been people dying with faith, of faith, forever. People in World War I, World War II, the Gulf War, the Iraq War, all the wars that are going on now. They got faith, but ain't nobody flying out of the sky saving them. So I don't know why Americans in America that practice a religion called Christianity and whatever the hell else, Catholic, believe that some guy's gonna fly out of the fucking sky. I don't even understand that. And these are just Christians who just practice, meaning they ain't really a Christian. You want to see a real Christian, go to another country. This ain't Christianity over here. This is some old fucking commercial nonsense, where people go to church one day a week and do whatever the fuck else they want all week long and don't do anything pertaining to the book that they so-called are involved in, So that's another huge fucking problem. Like, God, just blows my mind, man. That, and this is part of the problem. Believers and liars. Long as you got believers, you're gonna have liars. You know how you stop a liar? Stop believing in the lies. That fucking simple. But you got believers, so you'll have liars. And guess who's ruling? The fucking liars. You know? It's amazing, man. It's truly amazing. Think they're gonna come to America. America's a special nation, and they're gonna rid all of the evil from this country. You know? Meanwhile, letting it all happen. Like, what's the wait? I always say this. What's the wait? Why is God waiting? What are they waiting for? What clock are they looking at? What time are they coming back? People know he's coming back to rid them. When? How many more people are going to die? More children are going to get shot from senseless violence that's created and manufactured. Where's the devil at? Where's he chilling at? Are they going to come back and fight each other? Like, what? This shit is... There's no sense into any of this shit that these people are saying. Sorry, no one's cracking the sky. Nobody's flying through it either. It ain't happening. Because what are they waiting? What is this God waiting for? Like, I don't get the logic in that. And it ain't no offense. I still love my Christian, Catholic, whatever brothers and sisters. Meanwhile, other parts of the world, that belief is non-existent, and their belief is way more strong than that belief. And they're not waiting for anybody to fly out of the fucking sky, crack the sky. They're not waiting for any of that shit. And they're actually bigger, and that religions are actually older. Those belief systems are actually older than this religion. So I don't know how this one comes, to be the top dog. Meanwhile, there's been no proof of any miracles, all right, of this man flying into the fucking sky saving anything. Can't he just come back for a little bit, fix shit, and go back? Like, what is all this destruction, turmoil? What is all this? I mean, this shit is just so ridiculous, man. Truthfully is. It's so ridiculous, this religion shit, that keeps people just sitting there doing absolutely nothing, waiting and hoping. There's a lot of people who ain't existing anymore because they were waiting and hoping. A lot of goddamn people. Their prayers don't come answered. What makes this so special? Well, the other ones are wrong. They got it all from Christianity. Yeah, okay. Where'd you get that thought from? But it is crazy, man. Truthfully, it's fucking crazy. What's good, Eric? Fucking sad, man. So you got those people waiting, and they think that Trump is another savior. Oh my God. People can't see. They already got these agendas in motion and in play. Can't see that they got, all this crime is not because of the devil. Well, it is because of the devil. These evil motherfuckers. But unless we're some prophets from fucking the heavens above, this ain't new to people like us. We know they're doing this shit. We ain't no fucking prophets. We didn't ascend from the fucking heavens. God didn't come down and give us this fucking information. Well, yeah, a source gave us this information, this knowledge to, understand, but not this shit that these people are waiting for, How do we know? We ain't no fucking psychic. How do we know? How many years in advance did I say, or months in advance I say, this summer we're going to witness shit that we ain't never fucking witnessed with our eyes before ever. And here we are. There's shit and this shit going on in Rochester we ain't never fucking seen in our life. This hotel is how they is where the asylum seekers The human beings are staying. You can't even fucking get in there. Like, you gotta have some special fucking admittance or something to get into this hotel or so. I don't even know if it's closed or what. Holiday Inn downtown Rochester. You know. What's good, Rich Erg? Shout out to Richard Quinn. So, I mean, this shit is just ridiculous, man. You know, asylum seekers, fucking they're human beings. Like, what? I mean, this shit is just mind-blowing to me. It really is. That's why this shit needs to be destroyed. I don't want to destroy it. I want it to be destroyed. You know? It has to be destroyed. You can't fix this shit. You can't fix stupid. You can't fix stupid. We live in a stupid understanding. Like, this is the lowest level of understanding of mankind. Like, there's animals. Well, animals are smarter than humans, but there's animals know. I mean, animals are smarter than humans because they got food, shelter, water, and they live freely without any complaints. But look at our fucking dumb asses. Oh, shit. Look at our fucking retarded asses. You know? We got all this shit, still can't get it right. You know? All this shit, we still can't get it right. You know? We got leaders that are just complete fucking psychopaths. All right? Who clearly never have our best interest and the fucking world population, but we're gonna microcosm it down to the American population can't fucking seem to see this shit. And still look for these same psychopaths and other psychopaths outside themselves for fucking the solution and answers. It's just unbelievable. It truly, I would never be sitting there saying, yeah, we need him. I don't need none of these motherfuckers, man. You know, we do need more of these guys right now. More cops. You know, sad to say, never thought, you know, we'd be saying that shit, but we need more cops because this shit is out of control. You know, and who's gonna do it? The motherfuckers on the riverboat ain't gonna come save your ass. The motherfuckers on the riverboat ain't gonna come clean your drug houses out. The motherfuckers on the riverboat ain't gonna come pick Tyrone and D-Rock up off the fucking block after they done shot their fucking brains out. No, they're not coming. So those people who were put in place, you know, to you know, stop crime or prevent this shit, all right, are the ones that got to do it. So if you've got a better solution, right? I got a better solution, but we can't get there because that's a conscious solution. That's everybody go into themselves and realize what the fuck truly they are, come outside of themselves and say, you know what? My fucking brother next door, my neighbor over here who is in line, you know, hey man, hey, you know, hey, look, we got to come together, man. We got to get out here and let these people know that, you know, hey, there's more to life. We're the solution, not these politicians, not these police officers. We got to get out here. We got to come together and walk down these streets and talk to these people, you know? And then I guarantee we'll quickly find out these people are broken. They just needed someone to talk to at the end. They just needed other humans' energy, the right energy, not the wrong energy. Yeah, I understand that TV, music, and all drugs and alcohol and food and all this other shit manipulates the human mind. But that's what we're here for. It's like, hey, look, man, you know, it'll take a fucking huge effort. But guess what? It's more effective than fucking sitting here voting for these same stupid retarded ass motherfuckers and the same dumbass fucking retarded ass system that ain't gonna do nothing but the same dumb duping bullshit that don't benefit us, it benefits them. Like, when will people fucking realize this shit? Simply mine. It's like blatantly obvious. You can't even make it more obvious. Motherfuckers are literally existing in cities all across the country, watching them fucking crime rate. No, the cops are saying it ain't us. Cops are saying we can't do this, we can't do that. Other upper levels of them say it's not us, it's the fucking lawmen, the people above us. We know who's doing the shit, and still nothing. We know these motherfuckers put in all kind of security measures at their buildings because they know they're doing the shit. And they hope to God that one day we don't figure this shit out and start to come to these buildings. That's why they're all secure. Does it ring a bell now? Meanwhile, these same motherfuckers plan little incidents at their facility so they can make it more secure. Duh. Doesn't ring a bell yet. I mean, this shit is so mind-blowing. Doesn't even ring a fucking bell. You know, does not read a bell at all. And hey, I don't know if you guys have noticed, since 2020, people have become increasingly way more stupid. More people are on drugs. All right, more people are on escapism. More people are doing the escapism shit. Drugs, alcohol, other shit, And I don't know, whatever the fuck is with this drug, okay, that's in weed, all right, that is going to increase, okay? I'm going to say it again like I say to other things that eventually come to light. Whatever they are making legal all around this country, okay, is mind-altering. It is mind-altering. And when they trickle their little, trinkets in there, it's going to be more mind-altering, all right? And then when they start pushing the shrooms, okay, which they're going to regulate, which they're, God knows what the fuck kind of shit they got to offer your ass with the shrooms, all right? The mind-altering shit that is not what was out here before, okay? All right? It's going to get you hooked on their fent, all right? Their fentanyl, some way, shape, or form, all right? It's damn near in the fucking food, all right? Addiction. It's damn near in the food. And it's crazy because whatever this shit is, these motherfuckers smoking, they become barefoot, all right? This new drug, from the weed to the fentanyl, all right? Not all the weed, of course, I know. There's this certain weed out here that is fucking people's minds up. And just watch when I tell you this, you're going to see a lot of barefoot motherfuckers, all right? You're going to see a lot of barefoot fucking people. For some reason, this shit makes people's feet hot. Whatever the fuck it does to their mind to make them think something's wrong with their feet, they come out of their shoes. You're going to see more and more of it. Just mark my fucking words. Just watch. This shit is crazy, man, what they're doing. And we all know the fentanyl, amongst many other names, okay, which it used to be heroin, opioids, opium, all this other shit. It's fentanyl now, fucking switching up these names on our asses, all right? Same shit, same companies, all right? Just look them up. The same fucking starts with the number one sued companies on the fucking planet are in charge of this fucking drug. If you think for 1 minute that shit ain't going in the food, I don't know what else to fucking tell you. Maybe they sold their shoes for more drug. Nah, these motherfuckers are coming out of their shoes. I'm talking about barefoot. Barefoot. I'm seeing it around Rochester. I've seen it increase. I watch every fucking thing. I pay attention to detail like it's no one's fucking business. I know when a spot on the wall is different. I just pay attention to shit. And that's one thing I've noticed since the start of the summer to now. Motherfuckers are not wearing shoes that are on this drug. Barefoot. One sock, one shoe. I mean, this shit is mind-blowing. Truly is fucking crazy. And this shit is like normal. Somebody keeled over, frozen in time is normal now. Before it was like, damn, no, this motherfucker ain't moving, but he's standing in a position that is like, what in the fuck? How is he even standing in that position? Yeah, freeze pose, freeze mode. Frozen in time, literally, just froze. How the fuck does that even happen? I see it all the time. but none of this shit rings a bell. It's just amazing how they can manipulate the human mind. Simply fucking amazing, you know? Well, that's cute. Right now, they got a little tent out there in front of the church. But on the other side of this church, unfortunately, there's fucking rainbow flags all over it. Shout out to all the people that, you know, hey, look, gayness been around forever. I got gay friends, okay? Gay people I call my brothers and sisters. Don't care. I ain't into that. I don't care about that. I'm very comfortable in who the fuck I am. And I got no problem with that. But shout out to the ones that know and understand that that fucking rainbow shit is an agenda. And they don't jive with it. All right? Because it's like you got Black Lives Matter, but you got black folks that don't rock with that shit. Same thing with the fucking rainbow shit. The alphabet game. You know? So shout out to those people who can see through the bullshit. You know? So yeah, man. Under all the fucked upness, it's a beautiful time to be alive because if this shit implodes, we all get to see it. You know, we all get to see the great whatever the fuck is gonna happen. You know, this is gonna get dangerous around this bitch. April 8th, 2024, I will be dead center of the eclipse, wherever it's at, in the most desolate place where I'm the only motherfucker around to absorb that fucking energy. I need the motherfucking X on my ass. I got one half of it on me. I need the other one. Whatever the fuck happens after that, I don't give a fuck. All right? Because that was one of the most beautiful feelings I've ever felt in my life is being dead center of a fucking eclipse. All right? In Wyoming. I was in Wyoming in the desolate. I mean, this shit was so desolate. But when that motherfucking shit came across and blocked out the sun. Some people say, oh, that was a black sun. All right, y'all, I get it. We don't know what the fuck. The sun could be black, could be whatever the fuck color. Doesn't matter. But when that bitch came across and you could see all the stars and the shit in the sky, it was unbelievable, man. And to see how nature just goes haywire and just goes, it's just amazing. It's an amazing feeling. So I can't wait to be in the next one. After that, I hope this bitch implodes or whatever the fuck happened. I hope it's a hex X on this bitch. It's over. I hope it is. I just can't wait. I just cannot fucking wait. You know? People be like, oh, how could you say that? Man, a lot of people know and understand where I'm coming from. I can't wait. Because that's the only thing that's going to wake people up in masses is when shit hits the fan, when shit gets rough, when shit starts happening, people start thinking. And that's all we need is brains that work, because brains don't work right now. But right now, they have let the chains off and people just went so far asleep, it's not even funny. They went to a new sleepness. You know, even the spiritual people who woke up, they went so far high in their consciousness, they can't even come out of this shit. It's amazing. You can't tell them shit. They're worse than fucking religion themselves. You can't tell them nothing. They don't care. It's about them and only them, you know, and their social media and taking selfies of themselves all fucking day and showing what they're doing. They're like, oh my fucking God. This is the number one fucking self-loathing, self-loving, you know, shit ever. Okay, you're doing exactly what was put out there for you to grab that energy and take it and run. So these motherfuckers that are really doing evil can do all the shit they need to do because they know you're far up in your high conscience. You're out the way, cooped up in the room or ducked off somewhere and just self-loathing all day. You're not going to be any kind of resistance to anything they got coming. And then when they snatch your ass up off of that dumb shit and you got no social media no fucking more, you know, or the nature that you're at is unfortunately ravaged and destroyed, you'd be like, what happened? Well, while you were doing all that shit, it was just like you were in religion. You know how people were waiting for Jesus to come back and never did, and they got slaughtered, killed, and land stolen and just destroyed? Yeah, that's what just happened. Oh my God. Yep, you're back down here with us. How was it up there? Now, you know, you're back down here now. You can realize there's some shit going on. It's all cool to do that, but you got to really know that there is some shit going on. You came here to this existence with a fight and flight response for a fucking reason. Your body does that without you. You don't even got to do it. Your body does it. Your body does it for you, sir, madam, higher consciousness person. Your body does it. So you know innately something's fucking wrong. You know? Something's wrong. So you have the ability in your body to know and understand these things and act upon them. But, you know, people have just left that concept totally, no, left that reality out of their existence. You know, it's truly amazing. Left it out, you know? So, yep, that next solar eclipse, I'm there. All right. That bitch is making a clear X in 2024 right across this bitch. So, after that, hey, do whatever y'all got to do. I hope it starts crumbling. Also, they're going to be using AI during this election coming up in 2024. They about to do some wicked shit real fast on our ass. You know, because they're going to use AI to usher in a soft new world order. An AI that needs to be controlled by all nations across the world. We need to take a look at this AI because it's going to change. They already know it's going to put millions out of a fucking job. They already know that shit. All right. That's already known. It's going to eliminate a bunch of shit, you know, because there's no need for it. Even in law, like, this shit is scary. Like, why would you need a lawyer when you could have AI? You know, think about this shit. You don't need a fucking lawyer if you got an AI lawyer. It's going to know every law, every single thing, every, you know, case, it's going to know everything. Like, this shit is, lawyers are already talking about this. Legal, you know, legal people are already talking about this. Government is already trying to, you know, like, like they're trying to wait for something. This shit has already been brought into state levels, to federal levels, to DC. Like, look, like we're companies that are already using this technology. Like, these jobs are about to be eliminated. When the government's like, you know, no, let's you know, regulate this or do that, or not right now. Like, the shit is, you know, yeah, politics is bullshit. Okay. But they do real shit that affects our life. Look around. That's all from politics. You know, we all know there's puppets and muppets and all that. That's to get things in place because they have the guns to enforce it. You know? So, you know, this AI shit, man, it ain't robots running around this bitch like iRobot like they want you to think. It's just systems and softwares that are about to be put in place that are going to eliminate motherfucking jobs, eliminate people. It's going to change the way we do everything. You know, all this electronic currency and all this, the way we do things is about to be disrupted. You know, our way of life, you know, it all about to be disrupted, man. And people need to be taking heed to this shit. Are we still live? I got a big fat daddy zero. I want to say also, let me know if we're still live. What's good, Angel Z? I see that comment. That's the last comment I see. And it says 1. So let me know if we're still live and direct. Now it says 9. 6 there. Because I'm on 2 channels and on Facebook, which nobody watches on Facebook anyway. It'd be like 1 or 2 people. It's crazy when you're shadow banned even on Facebook with like say your friends are like 2,000 something and you get like 4 or 5 likes and nobody sees the shit. It's amazing how this shit works. I see Rick James. Okay. So Yeah, shout out to, oh, this is another thing. The other day, right, I was out eating and at this Asian food spot. It's pretty amazing, pretty dope. Shout out to Linda Lau. Me and Linda Lau were out eating, right? And across to the right from us, there was this guy, and no people. We went, and there was no one there, and the people just started coming in because it was like dinner time. And I always observe everything around me. And a guy came in. He was with his daughter. They were like to the right of me. We ate, done, boom. And then, okay, thanks, cracked their code. Shout out to Amy, Daniel, Lady Kate. So then, go to um about to get ready to go. So sitting there waiting for boxes and stuff to put the rest of our food in, and we get the check, and lo and behold, the check, everything's always corresponded with numbers. We were at table number 3. The server's number was 3, and the bill came back 6966. I said, "Wow, look at all this." And she was like, "Wow." I was like, I wonder what it's always on alignment. So, hey, that, it always happens. So I was like, that's interesting. So then, I'm getting ready to leave. And the guy across stands up, looks at me, and he's like, takes his hands out. It's like, "Thank you." And I didn't hear what he said. And I'm like, huh? And he's like, "Thank you." And then I couldn't hear the last part because it was kind of loud in there. And he had his hand on. I was like, "Thank you." Well, like, what? He's like, "Thank you for your show." And I'm like, I put my hand out, like, okay. Shook his hand. And he's like, "Yeah, right, The Matrix." I'm like, "Oh, shit." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, I watch you." I'm like, "Oh, wow." I'm like, and then I was like, bashful. I'm like, "Wow." I'm like, "What are the odds of this shit?" And I'm like, "Damn, that's cool." And I'm like, and I was like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "What's your name?" He's like, I believe he said TJ. I'm pretty sure it was TJ. I'm like, "What's your name?" Because on the comments, he's like, "I don't comment." I'm like, "Wow." He's like, "But I've been watching for a long time." I'm like, "Wow." I'm like, "That is so crazy." And then then he left, and then I left out, and then he passed by and beeped the horn. Hey, I wish I would have had time to talk to him. Shit. I like to know people in my area. But shout out to TJ. If that's your name, TJ, shout out to TJ. That was like, that made my whole entire day for the past 2 days. I'm like, wow. To see a brother out there in my area where I was at, that was just, hey, that was supposed to happen. So TJ, shout out to TJ. You hit this, shoot me a message, email me. Yeah, right, The Matrix 2021 at gmail.com. So shout out to him. That was just great. And I was like, oh, that explains that number alignment. And also TJ equals 3. TJ equals 3. It equals 3. And you do the gematria, it's 30, which is 3. In numerology, it's 3, and then it's 6. So I'm like, oh shit, that's pretty dope. So that was pretty cool, man. These numbers be lining up, man. It's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. So shout out to TJ. Pretty sure it was TJ. So shout out to him. But that made my day, man. And it was a good day, It was a good overall good day. I had fucking court, for my son and daughter that you guys seen for years, on here that I haven't seen for 2 years this month. Isn't that unbelievable? I haven't talked to him, haven't seen him no, actually I've talked to him 2 years ago in that September, but physically seen them, it's almost been 2 years. And it's pretty unfucking believable that it's going the way that it's going. But hey, only thing I can do is be me. I can't be nothing else but myself. So I ain't changing, But that's how this world works, man. There's millions of people in my same shoes. Let you know this is a government program that a lot of these women are programmed to do. The fathers that care, they attack them. The ones that don't care, they don't do nothing to them. It's fucking amazing how that shit works. You know, I go from being 100% that full father to non-existent. That's crazy. And now they got 2 years of programming from the school and her all against me. One, I already know it, but hey, I'll get that day where I could sit down and talk to them, you know, real soon. So that's coming. So yeah, that was a good day, because the energy kind of shifted a little bit to like saying, hey, to the mama, look, it's time to hey, you start doing your part. I mean, like, what kind of shit is that? Like, I don't even get it, but I don't want to go into that. It's kind of off topic. But it was kind of the tables turned. I knew the table was turned because we've been going to court for over a year and almost 2 years, or a year, however fucking long it's been, I don't know. But I know it changed once I'm on the other side of the room now. I was on the left side for, every court appearance, and now I'm on the right side. And I didn't choose that. They chose that. So I'm like, oh. And even her at the time was like, oh, no, I normally sit in late. And the lawyer she was with was a new lawyer, was like, no, it's okay. We can sit on any side. And she sat over there because she was adamant on, we used to sit on this side. She know energy's changing. So look the fuck out, because, hey, I'm doing everything I can to, be the person that I came here to be. I'm not changing for anybody. I'm me. I'm changing every day, but I'm not changing, my fight, which is, for my babies to, know the truth and always know where they can come find the closest thing to the truth. Where I could come sit, they can come to me like, oh, well, they can get another perspective that I didn't have growing up. Either way, it doesn't matter. I mean, whatever way it goes, they're going to come back to me anyway, when they get older. Daughters go through a rebellious stage, and the son's always going to want to know where their daddy is. That's why I don't give them no bad memories. I'm not about to give them what they offering, a supervised visit with no, like, they propose a supervised visit for me. Yeah, right, the Matrix. Like, me. A supervised visit at a facility. Like, and I ain't did shit wrong, but got a default judgment on a fucking restraining order because I ain't go. What the fuck do I need to go? I wanted if you don't do any, this is advice I give people, but I got to take the advice back now because I need to go get that restraining order off. But if you're, if somebody puts a false restraining order on your ass, okay, and you don't want to have anything to do with that fucking person, let them have that motherfucking restraining order. Let them have that shit. I don't even show up the fucking court. And I got all the video that shows everything she said was a fucking lie. And I didn't even want to give that satisfaction of, I didn't want to go to court. I was like, fuck it. You could have the restraining order because I ain't coming near you any fucking way. I'm not going to text. I'm not going to call. I ain't doing none of that shit. I don't do that. When I'm gone for good. There is no communication. I don't need to. I only need to talk about my children. That's it. So that's all the restraining order is a default restraining order. I just didn't show the fuck up. So they granted it. But I need to go back and get the shit off because they try to use it. Oh, he's got a restraining order. I'm like, what? It's called a default. I never showed the fuck up. It doesn't mean it's true. All right? You can't go off presumptions and assumptions, so y'all better get the shit right. See, they think that they're just going to run over me. And, every time I go, you're going to represent yourself? Or do you have an attorney? Motherfucker, I've been telling you the 100 times I've been here, I am representing myself. They want me to get an attorney because then my rights are turned over and I have an attorney that speaks for me. Therefore, my voice can't be heard. Therefore, they ain't going to be liable for whatever they do because I agreed to get an attorney to advocate for me. I don't need that. My voice is in there. That means, bitch, y'all violate my rights. I'm going to get recourse. So, that's how this shit works. What's good, Brandon? That's how this shit works. But I do need to go get this restraining order turned the fuck off because, they try to say This is the reason why, what the fuck? I'm like, y'all see this shit every day in the fucking courtroom. Like, come on, we're not playing Jerry Springer in this bitch. It's not working. So y'all keep doing that. Y'all keep trying to pressure me and all this other shit. It ain't gonna fucking work. That's what they're trying to pressure me into getting an attorney. No, I'm not gonna get an attorney. They don't want to go. What it is they got to have a trial. My paperwork ain't got shit to do with anything to do with family court. It's got to do with law and rights. They don't want to have to come and have that in the fucking court because the judge got to make a ruling. And if you out of line with all these laws, you're out of line with yourself and the law, and you open yourself up for fucking damages. So that's why this shit's been going. I mean, they've been slickly fucking, this shit is crazy. They've been slickly giving me adjournments. They call me up. Oh, your case has been adjourned for this reason. I'm like, okay. Your case has been adjourned for that reason. Okay. I literally been told a time in court, okay? And then come to find out it was 2 hours earlier and they dismissed my whole case and I got to refile the shit again. They do anything because they don't want that paperwork. And then they get the wheels turning. When we come back to court, they were like, okay. And I'm like, wait, why has my name switched to respondent when before I was a petitioner? Oh, well, your petition was dismissed. Oh, I didn't get anything. Now I'm here sitting in front of you, and I'm in here for her petition, which is for something totally different. And that's where you're going to move to go to trial all of a sudden? Like, literally, they tried this slick shit. They literally tried to dismiss my petition, didn't send me anything. I come to court. Now they want to quickly go to trial the next day. And I'm like, wait, I heard you said, you mentioned only the petitioner and you put her name. You didn't, where's my petition? Oh, it was dismissed. Wait a minute. Oh shit. Yeah, they tried so much slick shit. Like, it's not even funny. Like, it's unbelievable what these people do. All right. Because they don't want to go up against their own laws. I'm not speaking anything out of my ass. This is their laws. I didn't create the law. They did. So when they got to go by their own laws, they don't like it. And that's where we're at. That's why the shit taking so long. But hey, I ain't got nothing but time. I ain't got nothing to lose. How the fuck I got something to lose and I'm not seeing my kids now? I ain't got shit to lose. What they offering, I ain't taking. They want me to go to a facility to see I'm like, prisoners have more fucking rights than I do right now. Like, where are y'all getting this shit from? So the next paperwork I work on, I light their ass. They're gonna be walking on fucking eggshells next time we going to this bitch. You guys will see, because we manifest our own realities. And when we do, I will turn the camera on and you'll see me with my son and daughter once again. All right. And they will know and still understand the motherfucking truth. Unless they don't want to. If they've been brainwashed so far and they don't want to, the only thing I can do is try and say, hey, well, guess what? I'm always here. When what I instilled into you comes back, because I was with them for all the way up until the stages of life that were the most important. They already know. It's already put in them. You know what I'm saying? So this is how this shit works, man. The family court is the most, it's beyond corrupt. All right. And they try to play you, they try to play you and plague you and coerce you and to get, and then any order you guys got out there, from divorces to fucking child custody orders, child support orders, all these shits, look at them. It's all you. You look at the wording, it's you. Every order, it's all you. Every single order, everything that's in court, it's all you. They never made a decision, It's all you. Unless some shit happened, then it's different. Well, we've determined under these circumstances, such and such did A, B, C, and D, so we determined this was the best course of remedy for the situation. I'm talking about the motherfuckers who haven't done anything, which is a lot of motherfuckers. There's some fucked up people out there. All right, there's some people that there's people that are fucked up. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about, you know, the good ones that get caught up. But yeah, man, they will trick you and coerce you, and then you realize when you look at it that you signed, you did it yourself. The way they word and everything. Upon stipulation, the parties agreed to, or the respondent agreed, or the petitioner agreed to. They leave it all that you agreed to it, but when you were in there, like, wait a minute, y'all was playing like you guys were doing this shit, and you guys were telling me I had to do A, B, C, and D, and you guys look at the paper, totally different, because they played Jerry Springer in that bitch. They played Jerry Springer in that motherfucker. The key is, don't play Jerry Springer. Don't talk about feelings. Talk about facts. Bring up the law. What they got to go by. Okay, you already know. If you're a petitioner, you're in the driver's seat. But if you're a respondent, you ain't in the driver's seat. You done the harm. So you need to bring that up to them. Show them, okay, well, if I'm a respondent, what did I bring forth to me on what I did wrong? Where did I become the respondent? Because all family court, New York State is Family Court Act, and every other state is different. But respondent is the person who's done something wrong, who's neglected, abused, or mistreated the child. So you need to go off of those points alone. How did I mistreat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. And you got to make them prove that you're the one who did some kind of damage. Like, wait, most of us go to court, we don't even realize. We just thought, okay, we split up. We're going to court to figure out, custody for Billy and Sarah. And this is I'm the beautiful mom and I'm the beautiful dad. And we're here, we're just, quarreling and arguing. And she did this and he did that and they did this. And they don't give a fuck about that shit. No, whoever's the respondent did some shit. That's how they're going to play the game. That's how they're going to do it. And then when you get your thing, your order, that's how they do. No, man, you got to make them like, oh, what the fuck? What did I do? Oh, you're accusing me of doing some shit wrong? What did I do wrong? If I didn't do nothing wrong, bitch, y'all got to go by the law. What does the law say? It's equal. It's an equal opportunity, right? For parenting. So fuck what y'all talking about. Show I did something wrong. Prove it. Bring it up or stop fucking talking about it. And that's how it works. It's amazing how I start talking like this and then the shit goes to zero. So yeah, so that's how that shit works, man. And a lot of us get caught up into this shit. Let me know if I'm good. Give me a thumbs up or something. This is the last comment I see. Now it says 3, 4, 5. But I can't see any comments but that one. Oh, man. Okay, there's Richard. There's Rick James. Okay, now it's going up to 19, 20, 21. Okay, 25. There we go. All right, I don't know why. It's like we gotta like give it a jump start. I don't know why it does that. Kevin, shout out to Kevin on Facebook. Got to give it a jump start. Blue eyes. Okay. Now it says 28. All right, we're good. Now it says 30. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so that's how this crap work. It's corrupt. It's probably the most uncorrupt. It's actually one of the most detrimental things to society is family court, and it goes swept under the rug because family court leads to violence, leads to drugs, leads to alcoholism, depression, all kinds of shit. Families broken apart. This is this is why there's a lot of. It's structured to the emotions of, unfortunately, female. That's how they structure the guys. It's not a like jab at women or nothing like that. This is just how it's structured to the emotions of a woman. All right. The woman gets mad. It's set up to where they can go down and get a restraining order on anyone. Anything, they can say anything, they got it. Boom. You got to go to court. You got to figure it out. They give them out like candy. It's not due process. It's unconstitutional. It isn't even due process of law. None of that. This is how it works. Not only that is that's the emotion. They know that women will get emotional. Okay, 9 times out of 10, and this is what they do. All right, just like how the domestic violence is split up here in New York State, they have two. Okay, if a man is with a woman and there's no kids, the man argues with the woman. They get into a fight. Cops come. Look, we're gonna take both of you to fucking jail. Type deal. Are there kids involved? No, we don't have kids. All right, look, one of y'all go, okay, say one of them smacked on them. Okay, that person goes to jail. They got a harassment or an assault charge. Guess what? It's criminal. They go civil criminal. They go that way. Now, same two people 4 years later got kids. Get into a fight. Okay, cops come. Did he hit you? Did he hit you? Anybody get hit? Okay, yeah, he smacked her. All right, you go to jail. But guess what? You got kids. It's different. It's family court jail. It's domestic violence now. Jail. Family court now. Family court will handle that because you got children involved. Now, you start a proceeding in family court. Is there a custody arrangement between you guys? Oh, I recommend you guys do that. Now, boom, they got you in the system. How could there be two different set of rules for this situation? Because they know it's set up like this. They're going to coerce the women to go file a restraining order. And then the man is going to have to go through family court. All right. Which they always drop it on down. Because what I found along in case law, it's not recommended. It's not, right. But corporal punishment is legal and lawful for children. You can smack the shit out of your child. Just depends on where. You got a right to do that. It's called, discipline. But there's a thing called abuse and there's a thing called discipline. You got a right to do that. CPS can come. What happened? Well, I smacked my son. He was acting up. Where'd you smack him? In his ass? Or CPS was called. Boom. Boom, you're good. No problem. So I pondered that. I'm like, you know what? Let me think about this. And along my studies, I found out that even corporal punishment is legal on each other, on a man and a woman. They ain't gonna tell you that shit. But you could take that shit all the way to a trial somewhere. I found this in case law. That it's considered a man not beating and abusing. That's totally different. I'm talking about if you're in a relationship, man and woman arguing, man smacks the shit out of the woman. What happened? Well, we were having an argument. I slapped the shit out of her. Just shut the fuck up. Okay, I don't condone violence. I don't do violence. That's not me. I don't do that shit. I've never hit a woman. All right, smack the shit out of a woman. Bop. Woman slapped the shit out of a man. Bop. Okay, y'all both go to court. It's never going to make it to a trial because they just drop it down. But you say, no, I don't want nothing. I'm going to trial. But that's called corporal punishment. I can openly hand smack her all I want. As long as I'm not abusing her. We had an argument. I smacked her. This is case law. It just is what it is. Because you got to think, how could you smack a kid but not a grown person? They're never going to tell you that, but this is case law. You start going back and you start researching this shit like, damn, they've been fucking us over for years. Because they use these things to manipulate us. None of that shit is right. But I'm just saying, it's law. It's what the law says. So don't go fucking smacking around anybody. Don't do that shit. But the law says it is corporal punishment, which is legal. Okay? I mean, it's lawful. Sorry. May not be legal, but it's lawful. Because when you get into case law, I mean, how the fuck you can get away with smacking a little child? It depends on how old the child is because you can't smack a baby. I mean, come on, guys. You guys know, let's use common sense when I say this stuff. Not that I recommend anything, but the point I was trying to make is how the system is manipulative to certain situations to do what it does, destroy family, rip people apart, have them fighting, because then a single woman is going to be dependent on the government. Boom. And they're going to make money because that single woman, that single parent is going to go for the child support. Boom. It's going to make the state money. That's how they manipulate us, man. And then the man could get his license suspended. He's got to work, be caught up in the system. He's got restraining orders, that they're getting money. They're getting money. It's sad, but that's how this shit works, man. That's why I said he burn all this shit down. I wish people would wake up and say, look, family court is the lead to a lot of these problems that's going on in the cities and in society today. Broken families, single parents. I sit in there, I see the shit every day. Motherfuckers arguing all kinds of shit. Now they want to do what? Strip parental rights. They want to have more in family court. Like people need to realize, what they're doing. I was in court. I seen this 15-year-old talking to his grandmother like she was just a piece of shit. And they came, and the grandmother was yelling at the boy like, "You're not gonna talk to me like they came over to tell she about to destroy the curb." Boom! They came over to tell the grandmother to stop, and I'm like, "What?" And she said, "This is the reason why this is like this now. This is the reason because the kid, I'm chastising him. I'm telling him that he need to stop. He need to listen." Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, wow. Real time, the system. He couldn't parallel park. You could fit a fucking 15-foot passenger bus in front of me. Unreal. But anyways, yeah. Crazy. Hold on 1 second. So yeah. All right, guys, but I gotta keep moving. It's almost 12 o'clock. But yeah. Shout out to all you guys for joining, and all you guys later. Yeah. I gotta get some things done, but yep, I gotta get some things done, and take care of some things. So peace and love to all you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.